Bonjour, mon cœur. It's your Archon of Wisdom. I'm here on the off season, on the off chance that we have some wild drama today. That's right. You saw the title of the video and the thumbnail. We are going to be talking about Joshua David Evans and Adam McIntyre. Joshua David Evans has chosen to create a video response of which the audio quality is so poor it will surely drive you insane and make you think your speakers have died. Now, I have the displeasure of viewing the entire video for you, if you do not wish to watch it. The following comments are my notes and opinions. I did do 4 or 5 pages of notes. I did watch the video before I watched Adam's response video on it. Go ahead and watch Adam McIntyre. Hey, Adam McIntyre. Go ahead and watch his video. He goes through the entire video with you guys. And I did also see that Peter Mon did do a response as well, especially because Joshua David Evans has been seen recently commenting on Peter Mon's videos, and as well as posting stories about Peter Mon on his Instagram. So, that being said, don't skip their individual videos. The video that I am about to present to you is simply my personal opinion as a mucker and as someone who is chronically online enough to say that they have been present the entire time from start to finish with this controversy. Okay, now that that's out of the way, right off the bat, again, audio quality, negative, poor. Joshua David Evans, right away off the top of the bat, starts the video surrounded by his cats, which I believe is always a negative sign on the internet, as we know why. We are sensitive about cats and strange people. Even the cat doesn't seem to want to be present for the video, nor want its owner to make the video. However, he starts off by giving a timeline, quote unquote, of when he was reached out to. He claims to be reached out to on May 14th, and again, having communication with Adam on May 16th as well. To which he also states agreement, conceding that the conversation about Colleen as a whole was done with before this documentary was even spoken about. Again, I'm not sure why he concedes to certain points and then proceeds to make a fool out of himself. How he must be unwell because he's not seeing the Delulu at all. He's not seeing through the Delulu at all. However, he does go on to mention Swoop positively and mention positively his experience with her documentary. For what that's worth, I'm not sure how relevant that is now. However, Josh then also goes on to say that he did agree to the pitch that the documentary was to be talking about wider fandom culture through the lens of, I guess, the Merfandas. It's not a sound pitch, guys. But I just relay to you what he claims to have, how he claims to have his thought process going. In this, he also concedes to the entirety of the documentary being just in the quote works. So, okay, whatever. I mean, if there's people already signed up, if there's already a cast list that they're starting to accumulate, I mean, I guess, yeah, it is technically in the works, quote unquote, but, okay, whatever. We're moving past that. He then goes on to state that his thought process behind reaching out to Adam, specifically himself, was to broach the concept in a more or less impersonal way, in a way that wasn't so cold and impersonal and corporate, because, again, he states this weird Gabby, Hannah, Trisha Paytas, we were friends, no we weren't, weirdo type relationship. It's very Johnny-esque as well. Side note, he then apologizes to the cats. I feel like he should be apologizing to all of us, including the cats which he has held hostage. Alright, for the next point, he basically concedes that the Rachel Ballinger discussion video was the one that tipped him off to Adam speaking about him. But then he goes on to basically state, so he makes two statements about Adam. One, that Adam mentions the doc at the end of the video and laid into it, quote unquote. And also that Adam, quote unquote, took it like a game. I don't know, like, this is very bizarro, narcissist, like, word salad, it feels like to me. And it feels, like, I know, I've seen everyone throw this word around already, but it feels very gaslighty. What do you want me to say, guys? You know what I mean? So then, now, Josh makes claims saying that Adam was heavily alluding to it being Josh, and that people in the chat were actively in the live chat and in the comments saying it was Joshua David Evans. Now, I was present in that live, and I watched the recorded video where you can see the live chat, and I'm sorry, Josh, that's not reality, babes. I did not see a single, I can tell you guys 100% that I did not personally see a single comment on the video or in the live chat that was naming Joshua David Evans. So, genuinely, if you think that you are seeing that with your own two eyes, please seek mental help right now. Okay? Thank you. That's the end of that sentence. Moving on. Then Josh goes on to mention that he DM'd Adam again because he was being quote-unquote targeted and harassed. Again, this is simply not reality, sorry to say. Now, the next thing I want to talk about really, excuse me. Oh my god, excuse me. Really pissed me off. Josh then goes on to say that he is wildly confused and that he is, quote-unquote, going to read the message so that no one can rewrite his words like someone else he knows, which is him alluding to comparing Adam McIntyre to Colleen. That is typical narcissistic abuse tactic. I cannot tell you how many narcissistic abusive relationships I have had where the person has thrown in my face, well, you're acting like your abuser. And that is literally what Josh is doing and what Josh is saying. Period. Moving on. Then he basically goes on to admit that he does watch all of Adam McIntyre's videos obsessively. He expresses confusion and then accuses Adam McIntyre of, quote-unquote, going after his crew and his wife. So then Josh basically expresses that he would have felt better if Adam had just spoken to him and had a man-to-man conversation. Joshua, an explanation of why you're being a weirdo is not owed to you. Okay? You are being a fucking weirdo. the explanation of why you are being weird to somebody is not owed to you. The person has every right to just not put up with you and fuck off from you. What the fuck? You're 40 fucking 2 years old and you haven't learned these basic concepts, Joshua? Moving on, he then starts waxing poetic about how Adam brought his wonderful, beautiful, sweet, precious wife into it. No, Joshua. The point of him bringing up that your wife and best friend are involved in the documentary, information which you offered up yourself to Adam, the point of that was to point out the fact that Adam felt there was biased reporting already occurring in the early stages of the project. It's not to, like, Joshua, anyway, it doesn't matter because you offered up that information to him, Joshua, so what do you expect? Nobody brought your wife into it except for you, baby boo. Period, okay? Then comes the part that everybody is raving about right now, everybody is talking about right now, the part where Josh speaks about falling to his knees and wailing and crying. And then he slide baits everybody by saying, oh, I just thought I couldn't do this again. It's just too hard for me. Jesus fucking Christ, Joshua. You are not the fucking victim. But then Joshua picks it back up by saying, oh, but Adam has freed him. Adam is his freer because all the stuff that Adam is doing and all the responses and all the clickbaity titles just proved to him that Adam was always about the money and was always gonna make money about it. A moment of silence for me, who doesn't make money, who still makes these videos, who literally is giving you guys an extra video during the week just because there's breaking news and I really want to talk about it and I don't want to watch Peter Mon's video before I talk about it. But anyway, Joshua then claims that the comment about VidCon and the sunflower emoji had no correlation, was not a threat, was just him casually saying, oh, this is going to be awkward because we're going to see each other at VidCon, brother. I don't buy it. It's very narcissist coded of you to just say, oh, well, not everything's about you. A subtweet is a subtweet. You think I'm stupid? What the fuck? Okay. He then makes a weird insinuation where he's like, I never cheered against Adam and I never, wanted his downfall. Even when I saw his depression, I never rooted for that. But Adam did. He rooted for it for 10 years. And I think, I know Adam's interpretation of it is is he saying that I bullied him for 10 years? No, I think he's digging at Adam being a commentary channel. And he's literally saying, you prey upon the sadness and depression of other people because that's the only thing anyone like this can ever think to say about commentary channels. I mean, Gabby Hanna has said this, Rob Reedy Christie has said this, Jeffree Star has said that, Shane Dawson has said it, so many of these, creators that have said it, okay, so again, his cat then attacks him, which, side note, again, the cat is shut up, get off live, you know. Oh, I wrote this one as a quote. You make parasocial clout garbage, end quote. Okay. Then you're doing what? With the AI image of Adam McIntyre in your thumbnail, you're doing what? I mean, Jesus Christ, it's not that hard to make a thumbnail, guys. I made my thumbnail in 5 minutes. Jeez. It's at this time that he brings up that 12-year-old Adam used to bully him, and honestly, this is what it's all about, in my opinion. It is 100% about this and ego, which we'll talk about later, but it's 100% about he can't get over the fact that what a 12-year-old said to him on the internet obviously affected him so much, and how profound that bullying was on him, he's still not reconciling with that. I don't know why. You're 40... what? He's 42, I think? Fact check me, I don't know. Then Joshiana does his, what I would call his best impression of a queer-coded read, of which he attempts to, liken Adam McIntyre to Perez Hilton. Okay, we're gonna move on. He basically goes on to talk about how Adam, quote-unquote, made so much money off of Josh's name and off of this. My answer to that is, Josh, do you think that a 12-year-old Adam was profiting off of you? Or is it just that, like, you're not aware how YouTube AdSense works because you're not popular enough? Like, what? Joshua, honey. It's very Alexa Nicholas. How do you pay your rent, Adam? How do you pay your rent? Adam. It's very that, you know. He then makes what I would call offensive jokes about the Britney Spears era where she was having a mental breakdown publicly, mocking the Leave Britney Alone TikToks that we all know, and comparing Adam McIntyre to Britney. I'm not sure. It's because I am sure. Let me just mention, as somebody who's a fan of who's in the Muckers, who sees the fandom's content every once in a while now, guys, it's because he's watching Muckers make response videos to him, because a lot of Muckers kind of did like a little trend where they were naming their video Leave Adam McIntyre Alone, just like the Leave Britney Alone video. Guys, it's not an Adam McIntyre exclusive trend. I've seen it happen before, but I'm over the weird joking about Britney. Can we not? He then basically says, okay, Adam, I will leave you alone, but only once I am done responding to every single thing you have ever said about me. What? Joshua, what are you talking about? What are you are you okay? Are you hallucinating right now? Do you have schizophrenia, Louis? What? Okay. He then basically looks at the camera, goes meta, talks directly to the audience, and says, he gives us the Gabby Hanna, he gives us the freaking, Nikocado Avocado speech, the 2 steps ahead. I was always 2 steps ahead. And by the way, I am sober, Reddit. Alright, please touch grass. Like, what? Please, just touch grass. Oh my god. And here's where I want to talk about Peter Mon. If Josh is watching Peter Mon's videos in earnest, the video before the one that I'm going to watch after I upload this is speaking about how addicts know that a relapse is more than just doing the substance. So saying you're currently sober, quote unquote, doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean you can't be having a relapse. Because relapses happen in stages. And very, 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 very often, more often than not, you have an incident of mental health crisis predating you actually returning to substance use. And that's all I'm going to talk about. Because I think it's, Peter Mon says it in such an eloquent way. I know a lot of you guys have seen the video probably already, But Peter Mon, I just love his videos, and I love his perspective, always carrying the perspective of addicts. And I definitely agree with that as well. Every time that I have relapsed, I can say that there was a mental health crisis beforehand predating that as well. The relapse is more than just substance abuse. He then basically threatens the wider audience and says that the more we comment, the more he will be fueled. to attack Adam McIntyre. Again, disturbing, weird behavior. Oh my god, I love this part. He then, quote unquote, again, Jashiana, Kantiana, then he calls he calls Adam, let me see, what did I say in my quotes? Oh my god, he calls Adam the content monster and calls us the Dementors. What? That is so cunty. Oh my god. Like, I know we have the Muckers already. I might steal that. Can I call you guys the Dementors, please? Can I be the content monster? Oh my god. Justin compares the audience to Trump supporters, MAGA, and says, and I quote, "I don't respect them. They don't value the things that I value." Okay, sure. Then he does a manic zoom and he proceeds to one more time blame Adam McIntyre and say it is directly Adam McIntyre's fault that this is all happening and going to occur. Again, very weird, cryptic behavior, very manic. That's the kind of stuff that used to get me 5150'd. Okay? You're acting like a weird teenage girl. In my closing statement here, guys, I just want to say, Joshua David Evans, I challenge you to reveal how much AdSense you made off of that video and how much engagement you got. Show your metrics, show your work. Let's see how much engagement has paid off for you in the long run. Okay? And that's it, guys. I am going to leave you there. I'm going to let you guys digest. Leave a comment down below. Leave a like. Leave a subscribe. If you are a mucker, hello, welcome, Kalu Kale, happy day. I love you very much. Be kind to animals. Drink water. I love you. Mwah. Bye. Hey, Adam McIntyre, if you see this, I love you too. Hey!